All right. Well, let me find us. I can't even find Facebook.
Hello, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
Now we'll share. I see us. Damn, we look good. I don't know who the last guy was, but damn, this new guy looks. This duo looks a lot better for some reason. I can't figure out what it is.
Gotcha.
Man, I'm glowing. I don't ever glow like this. I don't know what it is.
It's a suit.
No,
it's a man bun.
It's proximity. Proximity to you.
Well, guys, welcome to Real Estate 101. It is Wednesday at 1 o'clock, and this is what we do every week. It's been good to be back today.
Yes.
I've been missing it for, I don't know, maybe a month.
The office is not the same without you here.
Yeah, it's been wild and crazy.
Yes. We need you.
Yeah.
We can't do it without you. We don't function properly.
Well, before we get started, we always like to give a big shout out that we really didn't discuss who we were going to shout out to because we kind of forgot that. So I'm just going to go off the cuff on my own and give a big shout out to our office lady. Her name is Larima, and she's the hoss. She actually just, I think, stepped into this position and then just took over, is what she did. She came in and she took over. And I like it when people do that. I like it when they just come in and take things over. Yeah. I love that power.
And now we wouldn't know what to do without her.
Couldn't do anything without her.
No, we'd fall apart.
We would not have another party, I'm sure.
No.
That would be no more parties.
No.
No more office meetings,
No.
all of us getting together and having any kind of food or any kind of anything. So we definitely couldn't do it without her, that's for sure. So guys, if y'all are watching today, please remember to share, comment, and
like. And what we're trying to do today, we're
Yeah.
trying to make you some more money. We're trying to make people some more money, aren't we?
We are.
That's
We
what-
are.
that's
And
what I thought.
what was our topic for today?
We're going to talk about how to maximize your profits in this crazy market. How do you do that, Shawan? What would somebody do if they're wanting to get top dollar for their house right now? Because everything's selling easy.
Yeah, everything is selling so easy. And, this would be probably a lot better topic if everything didn't sell so easy.
Yeah.
But if you've got a property that's available, it's definitely going to sell. So what we're trying to talk about is, maybe getting more money, not just from maybe a buyer, but to also that maybe your home would appraise for more. And really the best way for your house to appraise for more is going to be if you can find space, maybe some unfinished attic, or, maybe a lot of homes aren't finished upstairs. They've got plenty of room up there, but they're just not, finished. Maybe the bonus room didn't get finished out or whatever. So that would be the fastest, best way that I would say if you're wanting to gain, a lot of money, gain some more value in your home, would be if you've got some space in that house that you could, go upstairs and create that bonus room or create another bedroom or add a bathroom to it. At that point, then your house is sitting here and other houses around it, and you've got 3 bathrooms where everybody else may only have 2. Or maybe you've increased to three bathrooms and maybe added a flex room plus a bonus room, where the other homes around you only have 2 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms, and no bonus room. So there's definitely ways to gain it for appraisal value that way. That's the smartest way to get that.
And what would that do? So for somebody that might not know, say you did have a house in a subdivision that didn't have a bonus room finished upstairs, and then on that same street you had a upstairs that was finished. How would buyers go about gravitating towards that other house, or how would that work?
Well, I mean, that's easy because it's more house. It's that extra room. It's, that bonus room could, be what it is, a bonus room, or it could be a classroom that you guys have been needing for homeschool kids, or maybe it's extra bedroom, that you have to kind of turn and create that or whatever. But it's, another room, and it's something that none of the other homes have. And it's also giving you more square footage. So
it'd make you stand out a bit.
So it'd make you stand out, just be a little bit bigger. You'd be a
Yeah.
little taller than everybody else.
Yeah. So you'd get more than the house beside it because that bonus room was finished.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
because you've got more square footage. You've just got more square footage, and that's really what it comes down to when you're trying to get more value for something. Because a lot of things, beauty and things like that, something can be, can look fantastic, but it's, you could have a 1,300 square foot home that looks totally redone, everything, it looks great, but you've got the one next door where they've added a bonus room, and now it's 1,620 square feet. There's more value there.
And whereas the smaller one would have 5 offers, the other one could have 10 that could drive that price up because people want the more square footage, right?
Absolutely. So that's that's the first thing that I think of if you're going to try to add more value to your home, and really, get that appraisal value up, to get the value of it up.
And what about if you don't have space? What are some things that you could do within your space that people are looking for now to stand out?
Yeah, so I would say that would be things like trying to create a space. If you don't have extra space to create, could be something like a little outdoor living, like a little covered porch area.
Like a sunroom or something like that.
Or a sunroom, or maybe you do have a covered porch and you screen it in. Makes it a little more desirable.
Yeah.
Gives you that little bit of that outdoor living, or another living area, bless you, so to speak. It gives you that extra little place to go out there and sit. It's not in the living room, it's not in the house, but it's another room, it's another area. That's one way, I think. But I like being outdoors, so I always think of where I could go outside and stay warm and covered.
Yeah. I like the same way. I like to be outside too. Hey,
Yeah.
That's why I love the Gentry plan in Walnut Grove Farms, because of that covered back porch.
Yeah, I love that covered back porch on that plan.
It's my favorite plan.
That's really nice. And I love how the patio, how the porch and the patio goes down. But I love how people have been extending that patio out.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got the covered porch then you've got this patio, you can put your grill and table and that type of thing. Then you've got a whole nother area if you wanted to add a hot tub right there. Anything you wanted to.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's really nice.
And with a lot of people being at home now, everybody's in the house. It's good to have a place to go outside.
It's good to have a place to
and
just
relax.
go outside and just, walk or do something besides be inside the 4 walls. Another way that, this is one of those things that appraiser would look at it, and I'm not sure if the money would be, if they would see that as like money being there, but one thing would be like adding energy efficient products to the house, like a tankless hot water heater, a HVAC that's more energy efficient, that's not pulling, you've got 2 units outside and this one's controlling downstairs, this one's controlling upstairs, and they're just constantly going back and forth.
Yeah.
Whereas you've got the more zoned unit now where you've got 1 unit and 2 controllers, so energy efficient that way, maybe windows, like the newer replacement windows, or, windows that keep the cold out and, do their job. I think those things are definitely appealing to a buyer because, for one, that whatever that is new, whether it's new windows or the new tankless hot water heater.
Yeah.
So there are things that's kind of a buyer's peace of mind, I think.
Yeah.
Knowing you've got those things in there.
Yeah, and I think, like you said, it might not increase the value on an appraisal, but when buyers see those things, it gives them more confidence because they already know they're going to have to waive inspections. They already know they're going to have to waive appraisals in this market. When they see a house that's up to date or it's had some updated technology, it gives them the more confidence, I feel like, that, I can trust this house.
Yeah, I think it makes
I'm
that
not
whole
buying
process.
a shithole.
Yep. And another one too, you were talking about technology, was adding technology,
Yeah.
to your home. And we're thinking thinking of like some technology things. So one thing that I think is really cool these days, and it's super easy to get, is the garage door app, where it kind of works like a Ring thing. Like the new Ring doorbells or whatever. So the garage doors now, if you've got an Amazon package being delivered, you can, right from your phone, you can just let the door up, let it back down, or it'll alert you and say, hey, somebody's let your door up. You can see if the kids have come home or if somebody's meddling. So meddling around your place. So adding things like that. Another one was
like that Nest.
Yes,
The Nest.
The Nest. Security systems now are so much different than they used to be. You had to run the wiring and all that. Now everything is wireless.
Yeah.
So having cameras, having that type of security in the home is really nice. I think people like that, and they're excited when they go in and they're like, oh, do we get to keep the security system? Or maybe even like a water softener. I know that's not really technology.
Some people care about those things.
But some people really want that water, especially if you've ever had one. You'd probably never want to not have one, just because of the difference it makes. I don't have one, but I want one.
Yeah. Weatherman, you heard that.
Some other like updated technology, like most everything just being voice command.
Yep.
Being able to. Or work it from your phone, being able to cut on the lights, cut out the lights, cut on the heat.
Because you can lock your door now and everything from your phone.
Yeah.
Certain systems like that, can't you?
Yeah. So I think doing some updates like that is really cool to do.
Yeah.
Would add some value there, and then.
What we talked about, and this is something we're seeing. Well, you will see as interest rates rise. What could cost you if you wait on sale until the end of the year. Talk a little bit about how, because since you're our listing queen, as interest rates rise, what will that do for the attention of houses or for the competitiveness?
It's going to slow it down.
Of the houses?
It's going to definitely slow it down. So, I mean, right now is the time. We really don't know what 3 months from now is going to look like, or 6 months from now is going to look like. We think it's going to look similar to what it does now, but you never know. And with everything going up right now, everything from milk to gas, lumber, all of it, everything's gone up. When everything goes up, interest rates are not far behind that. It has to level things out. I mean, it's kind of like inflation. I think that's what we're all experiencing right now. Of course, when interest rates go up, then that definitely is inflation.
And that hurts people's buying power, right?
It does, because what you could spend $2,000 a month note at a lower interest rate, when interest rates climb up, could easily turn that $2,000 into $4,000.
So that results in less buyers.
Right. I mean, those people that were in, oh yeah, we can afford $2,000. Well, can you afford $4,000? Oh no.
And what does less buyers do for a seller?
Well, for one, it's going to stress you out.
Yeah.
Because you've got this house and you've got it on the market and it hadn't sold yet.
Yeah.
So it creates less money. It creates less attention.
If somebody had 2 offers on a house, and then another person had 10 offers on a house, what could be the difference they could make in that 10 offer house?
Oh my gosh! I mean, those 10 offers, there's no telling what in those 10 offers that they have offered for that home compared to those 2. I mean, you've got 10 to choose from, whereas you've got 2 that may be very similar.
And you can get a lot better terms for your seller with 10 offers on the table than you can with 2.
That's right.
And so it's not always, and in this market, we tell people it's not always about the most money, because you could get more money, and your terms could make it all different.
Terms that, money is everything too, the price of it, but the terms really bring it home. So you could have a great offer, but horrible terms in the contract, and it just be a 45-day nightmare. Or a 30-day nightmare.
Tell us about some of your nightmares. No, I'm just kidding.
So some more, let's see. I had the appliances, we had some technology, and then of course we just had beauty, adding beauty to the home. Of course, I would start outside always, making sure everything is crisp and looks good. Maybe take out some old landscaping, because I think landscaping over time, what people were putting in 10 years ago for landscaping has changed to what they do now. I remember back 10, 15 years ago, the rose bushes. The knockout rose bushes. Everybody was doing knockout rose bushes. You never see that anymore. So, there's landscaping, I think, and I know that sounds crazy, but the way people landscape the outside of the home, I think that changes from decade to decade as well. So if your landscaping is, 15 years old and, maybe needs some, if it's lasted that long, mine all died except for a few bushes. But if it doesn't die and it's still there, maybe it's time to trim it up, spruce it up, do those types of things. So you want it, number one, the outside of it, when they pull up, you want it to look better than anything sitting on either side of you. So you want yours to be the prettiest, for sure. And then, of course, inside, small things like updating light fixtures, updating maybe countertops, giving cabinets a good paint, even changing out hardware. Smaller things like that, little things can make a huge difference. Paint and lights. I'm always so impressed of what paint will do to a room, or to the look of something. You put in a new light fixture, you paint, get the trim nice, give the doors a nice coat, and it just makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah.
So it's really, really about beautifying everything. You just want everything to look good. Update it, trying to get the most value out of your home. It may require some money put into it, but you will definitely get that back.
Yeah, because I feel like most people, not most people, but I feel like some people might think in this market that because it's such a seller's market right now, that it doesn't matter, we'll just sell it the way it is, which, you're still going to get.
You're still going to
You're
sell
still
it.
going to make good money on your house, but
and
these
you're
are
still going to
things,
sell it.
these are things that are going to maximize your profit.
I think so too. And also, I think, from a buyer's standpoint, I think when they come in and they see a home that has been, and I don't mean just updated things you can see, but things that you can't see. When they know that home has got brand new windows, it has a brand new, tankless hot water heater, the HVAC is newer, it's energy efficient, as a buyer, they're thinking about, the money they're spending monthly for the utilities and, what they're saving, what they're spending, things that they don't have to go back into the home and do. And like you said, just giving that security and that peace of mind for the buyer, I think that's huge.
They'll feel a lot better about going $50,000 over.
Absolutely.
With that security, with that feeling of security, they'll just feel better about, hey, I can make sense of going $50,000 over list price for this house. Whereas
That's right.
if it doesn't have those things, well, it's like, well, it's just hard for them to make sense of it and trust it and feel good about it with waiving inspections, with most people buying stuff and on all the seller's terms.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we've got a couple people here. I can't see everybody.
We've been ignoring
Tammy
our
Burton,
people here.
I'm back.
She's back. The rabbit
Thank
is
you so
back.
much for getting on Real Estate 101 and the Morning Grind. I know that you are a huge follower, and we thank you very much for that and for your support and for always going out talking about us and promoting us too. So we're ready for you to come over and start, working with us.
Yeah,
at
we've
some
been
point.
waiting.
Yeah, you're retired now. You got time. You got room to work us in. So.
And we do have GTT shirts with GTT on one side and a UK logo on the other. Just for you, Tammy.
Just for
So,
you, Tammy.
It's here when you're ready.
She always says GTT stands for Good Time Tammy.
Good Time Tammy.
Anyway.
Go
so.
Cats.
Go Cats. All right. Well, guys, that is really all that we have for you today.
Well, I just want to say thank you, Shawan, for allowing me
Oh.
to co-host with you because it has been an honor.
Oh, well, hey, I appreciate you getting on here too and wanting to do the show.
Yes.
I don't know why they get nervous about getting on the show, and I guess just being recorded or whatever.
Hell, I don't care.
I don't either. I don't do much on Facebook.
I feel like
anyway,
it's just me and you in here.
It is.
We're
Just
locked
us.
in.
Just us in here. Well, that's all that I got for you.
I'm out.
You done too?
I'm out.
Well, guys, thank you so much for getting on here. Please like and share the stream, comment, whatever you want to do. But join us again next Wednesday, same time, same place. We'll be here for Real Estate 101, and we will see you then.
Goodbye.
See ya.